The woman had just returned home when she realized her husband had been raped. His clothes were disheveled, and his limbs were bound.
Call the cops.
After an initial investigation, the police found no signs of forced entry on the door. The security guard downstairs also reported seeing no suspicious individuals coming or going that night. All signs indicate that the assailant's modus operandi was extremely covert and sophisticated. At that moment, the victim, Bill, finally regained consciousness. He recalled that he had been waiting in the living room for his wife to come home. But in the blink of an eye, he felt dizzy and lost consciousness. He had absolutely no recollection of how the assailant had gained entry. When answering the police's questions, Bill kept his hand tightly clasped over the collar of his shirt. Looking somewhat uneasy, the police gestured for him to unbutton his shirt so they could take a look. Bill hesitated for a moment, but eventually loosened his collar slowly, revealing the word destroyer clearly branded across his chest, as if seared there with a red-hot wire. The wound looked gruesome. Why would the assailant treat him so cruelly? Before the police could ask further questions, Bill lost consciousness again. According to the doctor's examination report, Bill had been injected with a veterinary sedative, and 2 of his ribs were fractured. Even more appalling was the fact that the assailant had sexually assaulted him and forced a large number of foreign objects into his rectum. What puzzled the doctors was that among these objects were 3 dice and a small timer, all common items used in board games. Could it be that the assailant harbored a grudge stemming from a board game dispute? Shortly thereafter, the officer received a call from a colleague, revealing that the assailant's method of entering the apartment had been identified. The building's security guard stated that a large cardboard box had been delivered to the apartment complex yesterday, assuming it was the vacuum cleaner he'd ordered online. He had placed it directly in the storage room. It wasn't until this morning that he noticed a hole in the box. The storage room connects to the back stairwell, which, coincidentally, lacks surveillance cameras. It was through this route that the assailant slipped into Bill's home undetected. The police quickly arrived at the delivery company responsible for the package. Staff members stated that the person who placed the order had not provided any name, and even the IP address used during the order had been altered. This suggested that the perpetrator was likely highly skilled in cyber technology. Cyber police employed various technical methods, but were still unable to pinpoint the attacker's true location. The case had reached a dead end, just as the police were at a loss. Another heinous crime occurred. A man named Victor suffered an attack identical to Bill's. The assailant carved the word traitor into his chest. Much like Bill's ordeal,